Will that end up being your IoT platform for hospital at home and those kinds of initiatives?
Yeah, absolutely. The scale that we need, the volume of data that we need. When we talk about big data, when I arrived here, our data warehouse was about 70 terabytes. And we would call that big data, but at 70 terabytes, that's just not big data, right? Big data is measured in petabytes or exabytes, and you're not going to have exabytes of storage on premise. And so, yeah, when you talk about IoT and streaming activity and heart rate and all these things, yeah, it'll all be into the cloud. And then when you're talking about that volume of information, human beings aren't going to be able to run a query and say, hey, how's Bill Russell doing today? It looks like his temperature's spiking, right? It's going to be a machine learning or AI bot that's monitoring your health and giving out instructions or actions for nurses or caregivers to respond.
So you're, if I'm hearing this correctly,
Yep.
that platform is going to be real time. It's going to be an operational data store as well as analysis data store as well.
Yeah, it's got to be. So we're an Epic shop. So our Epic data will be in an Azure data lake, and we'll have some latency on patient information. But as it relates to IoT and streaming, that's got to be real time. And then the monitoring of that has got to be real time. So use my example of the 1,000 COVID patients we sent home. The timing, we didn't have IoT set up. This is where we're going, right? You would have a temperature monitor on you, and if your temperature changed, you'd want some bot monitoring your temp real time and alerting a nurse, right? It's only valuable if it's real time. It can't be, hey, yesterday at noon, Bill Russell's temperature spiked at 102, and the doctor's like, oh, I wish I would have known. I would have intervened, right? As soon as you get that IoT signal, it would reach out to a caregiver and say, hey, Bill's temperatures change, set up a telehealth, ping them, see if there's some intervention we need to take.